and welcome back. Today I've got another ink video for you today. It's called, I guess you pronounce it Beau Blue. This is a review, and this is Diamine ink. So let me just go ahead and we'll make a swatch of this real quick. So this is an interesting color. When I saw it online, I wasn't sure how this was going to look. A lot of the inks, that's what happens. I see them online. I think, oh wow, that looks really pretty, but I can't tell really what it is. You know, what shade of blue is that? Or, you know, is it a bright color or a dark color or whatever? It doesn't really show up well in the swatches that I have access to. So I'll buy them just to see how they perform. And this is a really interesting one. So this is a softer blue than some others that I've tried. Okay, this is by Diamine. Okay. A little bit softer, and it's got some, but it looks like it would be darker, so I'm assuming that means there's going to be some really good shading in there. We're going to have to find out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this under a fan to dry, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I've got some copy paper here, and we're going to do some swatches of this on copy paper. And the reason I do this is because sometimes all you have handy is some cheap paper, like plain copy paper, and you want to know how this ink is going to perform and if it's worth getting, depending on how you're going to use it and what paper you're going to use it on. So that's why I do these. And also, I need to swatch these for myself, and I thought maybe I could share what I learned with you in case it helps you out somehow. So, so far, this looks like it would be a work-safe color, but the copy paper is just not the best quality for this ink, I don't think, but there's no like heavy feathering or anything like that, so it would work. But I have a feeling that we're losing some of the effects because of the type of paper it is. So we're going to try this on some HP 32, and that is also a type of copy paper. However, it has a nice coating on it. It's nice and smooth. The ink tends to sit on it a little bit before it dries, and because of that, we're able to see some really nice effects sometimes. So it just depends on the ink. And this is HP 32. And also, I was totally guessing on how to pronounce this. If I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, feel free to correct me. I have no idea. I don't think it's English, so there we go. All right. So far I'm seeing some shading that I was not seeing on the copy paper, and a much better depth of color on this, much richer color, very, very pretty. And this is probably closer to what I could consider like a normal blue. Like very, very work safe is what I'm getting at. All right, so let me set that aside. We'll try this on some Tomo River paper. All right. And if there's another color that you'd like to see me review, leave a comment down below, and if I have that ink or if I can get it, then I'll make a video of it. And any other suggestions that you'd like to make. I'm open to constructive criticism because I'm very new still, new to fountain pens and fountain pen ink, and there's a lot that I don't know yet. Tomo River, okay. And this Tomo River paper, it's like the HP 32 in the way that it's very smooth, and the ink sits on it, and it doesn't get absorbed by the paper right away. And so you get to see a lot of really nice special effects. Typically, if the ink has some nice properties, you'll see it on this paper better than on the other types of papers. The other two that I've tried, the copy paper and the HP 32. So I always like to try it on the Tomo River. And I've seen some really neat effects when I've used this paper. So, all right, so far, beautiful shading. I'm going to give this a second to dry. I'm also going to go check on the swatch, and I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So here's how it looks now that it's dry. You can really see that shading around the edges. It's so pretty. And in the writing here, you can also see it. Very, very nice blue. It's not super bold, but it's just pretty. And here's how it compares to the other paper. So Here how it looks again on the copy paper. And then when you add the HP32, you could see the difference in the color immediately. This looks like two different inks. Very, very pretty, lovely shading. You can really see the shading on the HP32. You can kind of see it on the copy paper, but it doesn't really read as shading as much as just like, this is really terrible paper. So this will show off how bad your paper is. That's one nice thing. Okay, so then you got the Tomoe River paper, and you're still seeing that really nice rich color in here, but you're also seeing the other colors, the other elements of the colors as well. So it's a little bit better on this one overall. I think you get the lovely shading and the writing as well. So probably, as usual, the Tomoe River would be the best one to use, but if you have HP32 paper, this is going to be a beautiful ink on this paper, no doubt. And then on the copy paper, it looks great too, but I mean, it's not, there's not a ton of feathering, and it's not like, bleeding through, except like right here where on the back where I made the heavy swatches, it looks fine otherwise. So you could use this on any paper. This is just going to be personal preference, but if you like the shading and you like the richer colors, I would go with the HP32 or the Tomoe River, definitely. And then here's how that swatch came out. Really, really pretty. You can see like that halo effect, that shading in these little ribbons on the side. And you can definitely see that darker blue that's making this beautiful shading in the ink. And then down here in the writing, you can see some of the shading if I can get my thumb out of the way. But it's very, very pretty ink. I really like this blue. This is a nice in-between. It's work safe, but it's still really pretty, and it's not as like bold and in your face as some of the other blues. So if you want something that's a little bit toned down, this is a great blue for that. So this is a really pretty color. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, just click like and subscribe to see more. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.